Hello, everyone. We're here again. It's it's Wednesday, of course, and it's episode 96 of our weekly chat. Yes, and here he is. There he is. He's here, Delboy. So
Yeah.
I'll just get on with it straight away. What have you been watching, and what have you had anything new come?
I've had some things turn up, yeah, and I'm sorry. Actually, we were going to be 2 minutes late anyway because my mum wouldn't take her tablet. So apologies. One of the tablets that I tried to make her take is to keep down how many tablets I have to give her when she goes to bed. So if I don't give her that one, she has to take 5. You see what I mean? So I try and cut it down to 4 by giving it her to her a little bit early, but she wouldn't take it. What have I watched? Well, I've actually started doing those Delboy shorts. So 3 films I think are well known. That's Scott of the Antarctic, All the President's Men, and what was the other one? Naked Gun, wasn't it? So I hope you guys have seen that there's an alert for that, and might want to have a quick look. It's been a bit of a mixed bag, actually. Let me turn the thing off. There we go. With stuff that's turned up, although a lot more has turned up now. This is one of the weird ones that some people really like and some people hate, and that's Star Trek New World Season 3.
Strange.
So I've got that because I'm just going to get to the end like I did with Discovery, to be quite honest. But halfway through Season 2, I hated it. And Season 3, I haven't watched at all. And I've got Season 3 on a steelbook.
Yeah.
So that just goes to one side. A little bit better quality is Predator Badlands.
Yeah.
Which is actually quite a nice looking steelbook. It's not bad. So I'm looking forward to that one because it got mixed reviews, but apparently it's a little bit more closer to form, I might say. But that's saying nothing because nothing's going to top the original, is it? This one just goes in my Doctor Who collection, just because I've got things like K. I mean, I'm happy to turn around and say this. I've got K9 and Company. DVD, right? And people look at that and go, what the fuck are you doing buying that? So the war between, the land and the sea is just one that is pretty obvious that I was going to get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a really weird one that turned up, because I've already got this, right, was Doctor Who, the collection season 20, which isn't the collector's version. And then when I looked at the receipt, it came from a company that I've never done anything with. And then I realized what it is. This is my disc replacement.
Yeah.
Instead of sending me the disc that I need, they've sent me a whole box.
Another box set. Yeah.
Which means I can swap the disc out. It took me an absolute age to go, why the hell have I got that? So if anybody wants 8 discs, because I need one of them, they can have it because I don't need the rest of the discs. Now, 2 much better quality for my collection is the Arrow edition of Westworld.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
Right? Which I'm really looking forward to. And one I'm really, really looking forward to, which is Excalibur.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Right? Those are 2 Arrow releases, and I've heard nothing but good things about these from several different sort of like YouTube review channels.
Yeah.
Could I say? These are review channels that do all that. The picture is this, the sound is this, not ones that have just go off and say, "Oh, this is what I've got," which annoy the hell out of me. Because what's the point in that, right? Even you, when you do your watching stuff, you go, "Oh, I've watched this week," and then you show it, right? And you go, "Right, I watched it." They don't go, "Ooh," and then, right? And you're just going, what? I mean, I can see a picture on Amazon.
Yeah.
What the hell? You know what I mean? I mean, I put them at the end of the blog because it's supposed to be a diary, and in that diary, it's to show off.
Yeah.
This week I got these through the post, right? But I don't take a box off my shelf and go, oh, and I got this.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
This, I got this, and here's my shelf with this, because it's all like, it always comes across to me, and I don't mean this nastily, but it just comes across this way. Here's all the stuff that I've got and you haven't.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know anything about them. That's even worse. Some of them
and if you're not going to put any substance behind it, like, oh, and I remember going to the pictures.
Yeah, there's nothing there. It's just
all you're doing, really. And then there's that sort of like other little thing that's like, oh, I got this. Oh, unfortunately, I bought the last one. So.
Oh, yeah. Sticking two fingers up it. Yeah.
So I'm just going, well, thanks very much for telling me a week later that there was this something I could have got, and now I've missed the opportunity.
And if you go on eBay, it's ridiculous.
Now, now you're going to have to pay eBay prices if you think it looked good. I don't think anybody means to do it. It's just I think it's an interpretation of how you say it. Right.
Yeah.
So there are going to be ones out there where they do this, and I go, you know what? Fine. You know, that's really good because it's a catalogue of things, right?
Yeah.
But if you're going to then go, oh, but you can't get this anymore, or all of that sort of stuff, or you're not going to do an unboxing or something like that, then I think to myself, no point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm very big. You know, for people that I've met in the past and people now that get a box and they say, look, here's my friend, and they got this for me. That's brilliant because you're actually thanking someone and you're making it publicly known that you really appreciate that. That's great. And there's people that I used to chat with and people that I chat with now and all of that do those. And I think that's a really nice thing, right? There's just so many channels out there that just go, ooh, and I'm just going, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry if I go a bit high pitched.
No, it's all right.
It's just it's one of those things where I'm going, what's the point?
Yeah.
If you're going to make a point of it, then say at the beginning, I'm doing this because I want to put out there a catalogue so I remember later on myself what I've got. Right? Just say that at the beginning, and then it all makes sense. Otherwise, it's let's take a random box off of here, and I'll just go, or let's take a random section of my shelf and go, and I'm going, what's the point in that? Because I know there are vinyl records, and I know that there are DVDs, and I know there are VHSs of all of these things that you're showing, and I know what they look like, and I can go to any website that will show me historical pictures of what the boxes look like, and all of this sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going, so why do I need to have somebody have their bloody hand up showing it? Right? You know, you might as well be showing the hand up Kermit's arse.
That sounds like a good film.
Right? You know what I mean? You know, I'd rather see Kermit, please.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is a bit like that.
Yeah.
You know? Other than that, really, that's about it, really. I bidded on a Jerry Goldsmith score of a film called Extreme Prejudice, but I failed. I lost. But it was because it was £5 and it was an expanded score, and I've only got the original score of it. And it finally went for £35 or something. And then I found out, it's because it goes for about £60 on eBay. And I went, oh, that's why, was it?
Yeah.
And there was only 11 hours to go when I put my bid in, you see.
Oh.
And I thought, and it ended at 9 a.m. this morning or something, right? Which most people would be at work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I dare say some business picked it up. And then they're going to sell it in their shop.
Someone will be there, waiting to
£50.
Yeah.
So that was the end of that, really. So mine was very, very quick, and I do apologise. At past, I will be going off to see my mum, so I'm hoping I can hear a bit from Tony York corner.
Well, I'm starting. This isn't Tony York corner. This is just me being nostalgic. This is what I watched.
Oh, you only live
at the beginning of I think it was on Sunday. I think I watched this. This is You Only Live Twice, 1967. This is, to me, it's an important film because it's the first James Bond film I saw at the cinema. My dad took me to see this film, and I've got such a lot of affection for this film. I think I love Goldfinger. Obviously, Goldfinger is, such a great film. But just on a personal level, I just have to love this film so much. And it's just such a great film for me. And also what is interesting, it's written by Roald Dahl. Who would have thought Roald Dahl would write a James Bond film?
He was friends with Ian Fleming, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like Christopher Lee, wasn't he?
And it's a great script. And it's directed by Lewis Gilbert, who is perhaps known in terms of Bond for directing perhaps one of a lot of people's favorite Bond film, which is The Spy Who Loved Me.
No, I've got that in my Sean Connery collection. That steel book that I did.
Yeah,
and it's weird that you're showing that because 2 weeks ago ITV showed it.
I did that. It's
and last Sunday it was on Her Majesty's Secret Service. I think they're showing them in. I think they're showing them in order. Isn't that what the next one was?
That's the next one. Yeah. Because they thought he said he won't do it anymore after this.
But then he did one more after that for a million.
It's the worst one.
For $1 million or something.
Diamonds Are Forever. It's pretty bad.
And then he did a two fingers up at you in the mid to late 80s, didn't he?
Yeah, and I don't like that one at all. I know some people don't mind it, but I don't like it. Anyhow, so it's a good director, Lewis Gilbert. Say did The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker, which are very popular stories.
Yeah.
But looking back before is interesting because he directed Sink the Bismarck from 1960, which is a great war film, absolutely wonderful war film. And also, he directed Alfie. Michael Caine's brilliant film. That's 1966. And then it's interesting because he came back, he carried on in his career, and he directed Michael Caine again in a film that I really like, which is Educating Rita.
I love that one.
So, what a great director. As I say, it's got what for me epitomizes this film, why I like it so much, is it's got Donald Pleasance. I've got to mention Donald Pleasance, of course, who plays Blofeld, and it's got, as usual, Bernard Lee, Desmond Llewellyn, the whole crew. And it's got Charles Gray even as well in, who gets bumped off. That's a thing. But this film is the archetype Bond film, really, for me. It's got the bass, it's got Spectre, the volcano sets. I absolutely love that volcano. When it opens up, the idea of space as well, and the Cold War. It's just such a lovely film, and it meant a lot to me.
You might know this. Was that the first film where they actually used the 007 soundstage, or was there one before that?
Actually, as far as I know,
that what you're talking about there with the volcano,
they built this.
Would have been on that stage. It would have been probably the biggest set.
Yeah, they created it at Pinewood Studios.
But was there a film before that they filmed, that they did another one where it was on that soundstage, and that means that was the second time they used the soundstage?
You think of the designer who did all this, the designs, absolutely fantastic design on that stage. What they did with the volcano and everything. It's fantastic. But to me, it's just such a great, enjoyable film. I know Goldfinger. I do love Goldfinger such a lot. The
Well,
Spy Who Loved Me, of course.
the reason I mentioned the soundstage is I don't think Goldfinger has got a big, exceptional, large set that would require that stage. Thunderball, I'm trying to think, does it have a big finale where there is a design, there's a thing needed to have a set that size?
I think they would be for underwater sequences and a lot of those sequences.
Oh, they would have used an underwater tank for that. I'm talking
about
they
would. They would have used the tank,
like an underwater, like a volcano, or a bay where the submarines are staying, or something like that.
The other thing to remember is, of course, that in those days, they didn't have the same amount of money as they had later on. They were on quite low budgets. It's only sort of when you get in more to Roger Moore era that they can spend more money on locations. But in these earlier days, they didn't have that amount of money. Though they did film quite a lot in Japan. They did go to Japan and do some filming there, which is great. And the cast, as I say, is very good. But anyway, I've gone on a bit too long with that one. Now, the next film is, well, it's a classic, this one.
So I might have to disappear in the middle of this one. But
Fahrenheit.
That's a science fiction. That's a science fiction.
1966. It's a dystopian kind of drama. And it's absolutely brilliant. It's directed by somebody who the French absolutely love, which is Francois Truffaut, who's got a great sort of a lot of films that he did, like The 400 Blows, 1959, The Bride Wore Black, 1968, Small Change, 1976, The Man Who Loved Women, 1977, The Green Room, Love on the Run, 1979, that is The Last Metro, 1980, The Woman Next Door, 1981. He's considered in France just a superb director, Francois Truffaut. And this film has got Julie Christie in it. Julie Christie, she plays two roles. She plays Linda Montag, who's the wife of the Guy Montag, who's the sort of main character in this. And she also plays Clarissa, which is another interesting character, which she gets Guy Montag's involved with. You've got Cyril Cusack, who was in some interesting films like The Spy Who Came In From the Cold War thriller, The Day of the Jackal, 73. And everybody's in Day of the Jackal. My Left Foot, 1989. Even Far and Away, which is a 1992 Kidman Cruise film. He's really good. He's the main one in there. That I have to mention, he's in it, everybody's favorite Nazi. And I suppose he's a bit of a Nazi character in this, really. It's Anton Differing. Anton Differing is in this film. But this is a great film. The idea is that they're like a sort of fire brigade, this organization. And what they do is they go around, they get reports that people are reading books. Books are considered dangerous. So they go out, get the tips, go into houses, raid the houses looking for books, and people are hiding them and what have you. And then they burn them. They burn these books. That's the idea. And this character we concentrate on, we see him, but in fact, he's somebody who actually loves books. So there he is, burning them. And in his own house, he's got them all hidden all over. And his wife doesn't know about it as well. And they don't get on. Their relationship is not good. And in fact, she grasses on him in the end. But the film and the ending is so clever as well about keeping books, and this is a kind of film that makes you want to read books. There's all these loads of books, and now looking at them and thinking, oh, look at all those Penguin first edition paperbacks, and just generally books. It's a fantastic thing, and the concept. I suppose it's easy to say the concept at the end is about books is that each person reads a book and memorizes it and then becomes that book. They're known for that particular book. So, like somebody could be known as War and Peace. They'd have to imagine doing that, memorizing War and Peace. They have to memorize it. I don't know how they do it, but they do memorize it. And then they pass it on that way. It's just such a great concept. I absolutely love this film. Now the next film, this is an interesting one because how do you define this one? It's called A Bullet for the General, and it's 1966. It's also known as Queen Sabe, which means who knows. I said this is from 1966. It's directed by Damiano Damani. That's not very good Italian accent, but Italian accent. It's the only one I know. There were loads of films. I just had no idea there was a list of Italian films. Now, this is the classic as a spaghetti western, but really, I don't think it is. And they mention this. The director also talks about it. It's really a film about revolution. Yeah, it is. It's a film about revolution. You see, you get this story. It's about this bandit. It's based on a true story of El Chuncho. He's a sort of bandit guerrilla leader. And it's set in the Mexican Revolution era, which was from 1910 to 1920. Now, he sort of forms this friendship with this counter-revolutionary bloke who's around. They kind of sort of a strange friendship develops in, but he's actually a contract killer. And of course, the title may give that away, A Bullet for the General. His job is to kill the general, this leader. It's just a fascinating film. We've got Klaus Kinski playing kind of like Klaus Kinski does, a bit sort of weird kind of role. He's in it as well, adds kind of a strange humor to it. Then we've got Martine Beswick. And we've got a Bond connection. Martine Beswick, she was in From Russia with Love, 1963, and Thunderball, 1965. She was also in some great films here. 1 Million Years BC. Brilliant in that. And then I think this is the icing on the cake because it's so well known. She was in Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde from 1971, which, if you love Hammer, you can't help but love that film. That film is so brilliant. She's in that, and absolutely just this film. I like the historical stuff behind it. It's well done. It's an Italian film as well, but it is English language. But you obviously got them speaking Spanish and Italian in there. But it's also has this humor as well. There's a humor to the serious side of it. It is. I really thought it was great. I really enjoyed it. Absolutely. I wasn't sure what to expect from this, but I thought it was fantastic. Now the next one is a TV series. I wonder what Delboy would think about this. I know he probably have opinions on it as well and probably like it a lot. This is Red Dwarf 4. Red Dwarf 4, this is from 1991. I decided I like Red Dwarf over the year, but Red Dwarf really got into its stride with this fourth season. This fourth season just was absolutely it just brought everything together. We'd seen it, I think, in Red Dwarf 3, what it was capable of. And then this was like taking it to a new level. It really was. the writers, we've got Rob Grant and Doug Naylor, and it's directed by Ed By and Paul Jackson. Now, there's four. No, there's not four. There's one more. These are the sort of stories on here. We've got Camille. We've got DNA, Justice, White Hole, Dimension Jump, and Meltdown. Now, I'm picking 2 episodes out of here. Would be Camille and Dimension Jump. Those are just outstanding. Camille is so funny. It's brilliant. It starts off. What I like about Camille, it starts off at the beginning where we're going to see a major shift in characters, and it comes together beautifully. Now, Lister is trying to make Crichton lie, and he's not programmed to do that. It's just not in his programming. But Lister is brilliant, and it's so funny because he keeps showing things that he has to lie about, and it's so funny. And then we get the scene where he's trying to say to Rimmer what he really thinks of him, and he's going shmee, shmee. He keeps doing that shmee all the time, and he's trying to say smeghead. And it's so funny. Proper smeghead. But yeah, the story, Camille, I really like the idea that they meet this like creature, and when they see this creature, it's their sort of ideal person that they would love to be, a female. And so like Crichton meets this a female version of himself, and it's so touching. And then Rimmer meets somebody's like him, same kind of thing, absolutely attractive. Lister meets like a female version kind of that he could get on with, that's like himself. But the funniest bit is that Cat meets his ideal person, and of course it's himself. It's a superb bit of comedy. I love Camille. It's so funny. And I say Dimension Jump is important because we get the alternative Rimmer. What would have happened to Rimmer if he'd have taken a certain path? And Rimmer. It's so funny because we get this ace character who's everything that Rimmer isn't. He's so everybody loves him, and he's a jolly chap, and he's fearless. He's not a coward. And Ace Rimmer. And there's some great bits because we're seeing the alternative versions of Cat, Lister, and Crichton. We see all that sort of stuff, and because we see Crichton without all his sort of robot makeup on as well. But Camille is great, Dimension Jump, but all the others are great. They're just 2 that I picked out. And when you see a series like this, you'd realize what Red Dwarf is capable of doing. And it just carried on because in 5 it carries on, in 6 it just hits its pace. I think in later years it's never been quite as good. It has come back a few times. Still funny, but this is the period when it's really good. Absolutely loved it on this. Great, brilliant. And then finally, this is a film that I just absolutely adore. It's Whistle Down the Wind from 1961. It's a classic piece of old British cinema from 1961. It doesn't really fit into the kitchen sync drama era, even though it's out in that. It's based on a book called Whistle Down the Wind by Mary Haley Bell from 1958. So it's based on a novel from 1958. The important thing is, for me, of course, it's produced by Richard Attenborough. Apparently, they did try and persuade him to direct it, but he wanted to give it to Brian Forbes. So Brian Forbes became the director. And Brian Forbes, some very interesting films that he was involved in, which is part of the Kitchen Sink Dramas, which was The L-Shaped Room, 1962. And then a film that I've got in my collection and I love, Seance on a Wet Afternoon, 1964, which has got Richard Attenborough in it. And then there's The Whispers, 1967, Deadfall, 1968, The Stepford Wives. Yeah, he directed Stepford Wives, 1975. And a film with Roger Moore, The Naked Face, 1984. And I think one of his last films he directed for cinema films was Endless Game, 1989, which was a TV miniseries, apparently on Channel 4. Yeah. So he's the director. And so in the cast, we've got Hayley Mills. Hayley Mills as a child actress. Hayley Mills, she's superb. You can see why she just went on, and it's great that she's gone right through a big career, right into it, and still making appearances now, even to this day, still making appearances. She's superb in this. I think Disney picked her up, I think, after this film as well. And she made some Disney films and then came back, and what a career. Absolutely wonderful. And of course, she's the daughter of the wonderful John Mills. Then we've got Bernard Lee. So we've had James Bond before I was on about, and Bernard Lee is back in an early role. He plays a father, and he's very good. And then the big headlines is this is the debut of Alan Bates. Alan Bates, great career, absolutely wonderful. I think of him in Far From the Maddening Crowd, which is a film that I think is fantastic. That's from 1967, Julia Christie. And of course, The Go-Between, 1971, I think that is. Yeah. And of course, he was famously involved in the controversial at the time Women in Love, 1969, with Oliver Reed, and that was pretty controversial. But this is it's like a Sunday afternoon kind of film that you can just put on and enjoy, and that makes it really good. You see, Alan Bates, he plays this fugitive, right? And he's hiding out in this barn. It's set in Lancashire, near Burnley. And he's there in the barn. And then in the barn goes Hayley Mills' character. And she's there in the barn. And then he sees her. And he goes, Jesus Christ, like that. And she thinks, oh, it's Jesus. It's Jesus. And that's how it all starts to go from that. These kids get together. They just think, hey, it is Jesus. And they've got to look after him. They have to tell any adults. And it's just absolutely brilliant. And I say he's on the run. And of course, he's got to use them. To some extent, they take food in and everything. One of the things that he does ask them to do, well, he asks Haley Mills' character, is to get this gun. She doesn't know it's a gun, I don't think, but it's wrapped up in a cloth, and he tells her to get it. And wow, that. But she has an effect on him. The children have an effect on him. Because I don't think it's no secret to say it's not going to spoil it, but it's through them that he ends up giving himself up, because eventually it all starts to slip out. The little boy, the boy, younger brother, he's superb. He is. I don't know the actor. This little boy, he is absolutely fantastic. Younger brother, he really is, and it's him that blurts out the secret to Dad, Bernard Lee's character, that they've got somebody in the barn, and it all sort of comes on. And in the end, he comes out with this brilliant remark, because everybody says it is Jesus and all these kids, but he kind of realizes what it is, and he says, "It's just a fella." That's all he says. It's just a fella. It's not Jesus. And it's superb. And what a great introduction film for Alan Bates to be in. Alan Bates, absolutely fantastic career. I could say, and I'll get it in, is he a British Alain Delon? I don't know. Maybe not. But he's got that sort of consistency in terms of acting in a lot of great films, Alan Bates. Yeah, I really rate this film. It's something that you can just sit and enjoy and just love how well it's put together, and everything about it is just great. And there is actually, I looked it up, there's no Blu-ray release on this. I don't know why. Why isn't there a Blu-ray release? Because I'm sure this would be great. I'd love to see a lot more about this film. I did manage to find some stuff about it, but you want to know even more about the making of this film, and I really would recommend this. If you like that sort of thing, it's just something. It's that again. It's a stage in British cinema that you can't help but love. That 60s, early 60s. So it was the kitchen sink drama, but this definitely I don't think you call it kitchen sink drama, but I loved it. Also, a quick mention: there's Norman Bird pops up again. He's one of those actors that just pops up everywhere. Norman Bird in these British films in this era. But yeah, this is great. Oh yeah, somebody else I forgot to mention. There is somebody, Roy Holder, also makes an appearance, and so we get a Doctor Who link. And Roy Holder was in The Case of Androzani in 1984, Peter Davison classic, possibly one of the best. But yeah, no Blu-ray, but they should be. They should be a Blu-ray. This should be out. We should all be enjoying this in high definition, but there isn't. Perhaps there's rights problems. I'd just love to know even more about this. I've done the best I can, sort of reading up on it, but I absolutely love this film. So that's my sort of run through of what I've seen, and we'll get some of the comments in now. Right, so we've got a lovely cat saying hello, guys. Hello, welcome, and hello, guys. Hello, welcome, from Philippines. Brilliant. So glad that you're here. Thank you so much. And then we've got Sai saying evening, gang. And then we've got Tony saying good evening, Ian, Del, Sai, and Mer. And then we got Sai saying hi, Tony. And then And then, yeah, I totally agree. Oh, for a spanner to clout this idiot. I know. It's just as I said, it's just so stupid. And they've been sending me all these ridiculous things. Still sending me. It's just how stupid can you be? As if it's going to make any difference. I don't know. Oh dear. And then Harry, good lass. Yeah, I definitely agree. There, yeah, there he was, gone. Yes. Did your Jedi mind trick him away, Tony? Yeah, definitely. Uh, uh, it must have been my invisible blue shield. Of course. Yeah, of course. He can't do out against that. And then we've got Frank Holder saying, hello, everyone. Hello, Frank. Welcome. Very much welcome to our channel. Nothing is registering on the comments for me. Oh, no, not again. Oh, I don't understand this. Has this happened again? Absolutely. Why has that happened? We've had this. I'm so sorry, sir. I don't know. We tried this. You should be, I don't understand it. Because it's coming up here. That is absolutely strange. I'm so sorry, Si. I wish. I don't know. I wish we could fix it. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Really. What can I say? It's just wrong. I don't understand it. We tried all sorts. Something strange has happened. And then we've got Frank saying hi, Si. And then Rocket Bunny. Hey up, guys. Hope everyone is well. Yep. Well, thank you for joining us. And Tony says, I think some new channels are in an unofficial competition to see how many new releases they can acquire each week. That's true. I'm going out. How do they afford it? Bloody hell. You need to rob a bank. I know. It's piles and piles of it. Yeah. And a lot of them are sort of expensive special editions. How on earth did they manage to afford it? I don't know. Every week, sometimes more than that. Yeah, it's just amazing how they come up with that. And then Zeppelin. You've got, I think, Zeppelin. Love that film. And Anton Differing's in that one. Yeah, I know it. That. And then we've got Muckman Movies saying, good evening, chat. Good evening, Jamie. I don't know what's happened, but there isn't any more. There's no more comments. What has happened? We've got 11 people watching. There's no comments at all. I'm sorry, it got to end. Hello, is anybody there that can comment? Tony, are you there in the chat? Oh dear, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is just ridiculous. I'm sorry, everyone who was watching, but there's nothing coming on. Why is that? We're certainly getting messed about. Is anybody can make a comment? Anybody can try and make a comment so I can see that there's something going on. Because nothing is showing up, and maybe somebody is writing. I don't understand it. Hello, anybody? Anybody can you please make a comment? I can't see anything. Ah, wee Bob Art, you're here. Hello, Bob. I don't know. Something seems to be going wrong because we're not being able to see the comments. But yours has just come in, which is thank you for joining us, Bob. But I don't know something strange has been going on. I don't know what has happened, but there's nothing. There's no comments from the other. And then we've got Wee Bob Art. And then one hello, $1 silver. Hello, Wee Bob Art there. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. This is mighty strange. You should be able to see these comments. Okay. I don't know what's happening. And then this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask Delboy about it. I don't know. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Frank. I don't know what is going on. We've normally had this before. I'll have to see what Delboy can do about it. I'm not very technical. I'm so sorry. I really am. This has happened. It's been happening over the last few weeks. Some sort of strange things going on, and I don't know. I can't explain it. What has been happening? Where's Tony's comments? This is terrible. I really don't know what's going on. It's ruining our live stream. What has been going on? I don't know. It's just annoying. I'm just so sorry. It's absolutely ruining our channel, our Friday night thing. Why it's happening, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. I'm just gonna have to try and carry on until Delboy gets back, and hopefully he might be able to find out something that is gone wrong. Tony, have you lost the ability to make comments? That's what I'm asking. And Bob, you can you make any more comments, Bob? This is getting ridiculous. Oh dear. Tony, brilliant, Tony. You made a comment. Thank you. Yeah, but I can't see anything else. I don't know what is going on. And then we've got this $1 silver. I don't know what this is ridiculous. They're ruining all this. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't. Why is this? 30. Why? Why have they gone? It's frustrating. It's frustrating for you. I really am sorry, but I don't know why. Somebody is messing about with us. They have been doing for quite a while. Emojis. Could be. I don't understand. 30 of your comments have gone tonight. It's terrible. If, um, I say I wish that Delboy might have some answer. I don't know, but I mean, you can't have 30 of your comments going, Frank. It's just it's over the last few weeks. It's just been happening. We've been having some problems, and I can't explain why. And it's very sad because whatever's happening, it's trying to ruin everything. It really is. And I don't know what else I can say about it. You know, it's annoying. You know, a lot of you know, if people could put some questions up, that would be great. I don't understand this about why it would have emojis, why they're involved. Oh, Sai. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sai. I don't know what's going on. It's so annoying. There's just something going on. And then we've got this. What's this? I don't understand this either. It's puzzling me. Has anybody got any ideas as well why what has happened? I don't know. These emojis, but I mean, if Frank says all these messages have disappeared, I don't understand why. And it's ruined it. It's ruining it. And I really am apologize for this. It's just not right. Why has this happened? Have these trolls been affecting what we're doing? That's what I'm wondering about. If somehow they've done something, it could well be the trolls, but you know. So, if you write a question, what's if you write a question, what happens? Doesn't it show up? Say I say to you, what like Si, what films have you watched? Have you been to the cinema, Si? Is it allowing you to answer that question? I don't. It's not allowing you. Is that the downward thing? It's only doing. Oh, why? What has happened? It's crap. What has happened? I don't understand it. Something has happened. I need something to it it's just gone very wrong. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Rocket Bunny. It's not. Why isn't it printing out your messages? Why isn't it not accepting anything that you put down? Just all it doing is emojis. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know what has happened. We've been hacked. Look, Jamie, you're doing the same. That's all we're getting is emojis. Why? I need somebody to explain to me what needs to be done. I do. What has happened? Whatever's happened, it's ruining this whole live stream, and this is not. Whoever is doing all this, just go away. And this is what you've done. I'm really upset about it all. You're ruining it for everybody. No, that's all we're getting is bloody emojis. Why? Can't somebody just write something because you're being prevented? I'm just absolutely fed up with this happening. These trolls. It's clearly somebody's got a grudge against us here. They don't like what we've done, or maybe it goes right back to when I banned that person. Have done something to it. I'm going right back. That first one, that fruit pie, tell you who I banned, he's been actively sending me things this week as well. I just love to know. I just feel so disappointed. Why this? How can it happen? Hopefully, Delboy might have some idea about what has happened. I don't know. I need an expert. I need an expert to know. I'm not pick the wrong person who doesn't know. I'm not an expert. I'm so sorry. Look, here we are. We're getting all emojis. Nobody can write a blooming sentence. Like, what have you been doing? What, can't anybody just write a message? Nothing. I don't. Something has seriously gone wrong here. Because Delboy's got his own problems. I'm so sorry that this has happened. Why this would happen? Somebody has done something. Somebody's got in and done this to us. And how do you do it? You see, look at that. Oh, no. I don't know what to say. I just wish people. Why would anybody want to spoil people's fun? Whoever's doing this, just be, what kind of person are you? Actually gets a kick out of spoiling other people's fun. Whatever you are, you're a creep. What are you doing, eh? You're a creep. Absolutely creep doing this. I don't know what you've done. You messed it up. You're spoiling it for everybody. People who actually enjoy all this. Why? What fun are you getting? You're getting your fun, are you? Well, just go. Just you've had your fun. Just go. Just go away. It's not right. You've just ruined everything. You know. And what about people like Delboy who look forward to this every week, and so do other people? Delboy needs this channel, because he's a full-time carer after his mother, and it's a great escape for him. And then you idiots come along who have done this, whatever idiot has done this and has just messed things up. Great, wonderful, aren't you? Applaud yourself. Yeah, what a great person you are. Yeah, I'm not technical. I don't know nothing how this has happened. I'm so sorry for people, but you have absolutely ruined everything. And I don't care who you are, what you are, just go away. You're just doing this to people. Why would you do it? I mean, just seriously, what kind of twisted idiot, pond scum does this? What's going on in your brain? Ah, yeah, of course. It's you bugger, isn't it? Yeah, you're mentioning somebody. Well, you're going, you shit ass. Sorry about my. They've done something, but I can't. I'm hoping that Delboy can do something. That silver dollar is obviously one of the people who think they're a clever clog. It's just absolutely ridiculous why they would do it, and I'm just babbling away to myself. I'm sure these people who are doing it are probably having a good laugh and thinking, oh, how clever they are. He's a thicker, he can do it. Yeah, maybe he's thick at this technology. But so what? I don't go around being an idiot and a git and making people. I am pissed off. I'm really pissed off.
Oh, what's going on?
We've got some bloody troll who's done something. I don't know if you can help it. It won't. There, no comments are coming up. Frank says that it's something to do with it's only accepting emojis.
Right. Okay. I don't know what has happened. I know that there is a combination that causes that. The best thing to do, and I don't know if anybody else agrees, don't worry about it, right? We'll
but they
create
can't write any comments.
No, but create a new stream. So go to your stream, close this one down, create a brand new stream, and then basically tell the people in here, we're going to close the stream down and open a new one, and it will be up in 5 minutes. And then because it's a new stream with a new link, it won't have all of these emojis and stuff because it'll be a brand new link. As long as this link is open, I'd need to find out what the combination is to turn it off. And that will take too much time, and we're only an hour in.
Yeah.
So we'll, if everybody doesn't mind, we'll give it the same. We'll give it the same name. It's just that we'll have to start again, and
Do I can I put exactly the same title down?
Yeah.
What effect? Okay.
I mean, if you can't, put a full stop at the end.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do that. So everybody, I'm going to close down this stream, and I'm going to start again. Give us at least 5 minutes or more.
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
And I'll try. I'm not very quick, but they've messed us up, whatever. So I'm going to go now and do this, and I'll send you a link, Delboy. When
you click end stream, I'll still be in here. It's just that I'll close this down, then I'll just tell you what you need to do, and then I'll leave, and you can create a new one. Do you see what I mean? Then just send it me in the normal way.
So okay.
So just hit end stream.
Right? I'll just disappear then now, and not.
You just hit end stream. You know, as if we were closing down and we were saying our goodbyes.
Okay, so you want me to totally close this stream down?
Yes, yes.
Okay, right. Okay, and then I will send you a link then, like I normally do.
Well, I'll still be here when you do that. So.
Oh, okay.
You know how